In the timeless words of our Nigerian elders, the rope that ties the goat also ties its owner when the time comes. A proverb that warns how those who wield power or challenge it may one day find themselves entangled in the very systems they navigate. That cautionary tale appears to be unfolding in real time for one of Nigeria's most influential and polarizing political figures, former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai, as security operatives allegedly attempted to arrest him at Abuja's Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport and seized his international passport. This na confirm street news, na waiting we hear with the report, but be sure say na confirm. Abeg, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and drop a comment to help us grow and bring you undiluted news. The dramatic incident occurred on February 12, 2026, shortly after El-Rufai landed from a trip to Cairo, Egypt. According to his media advisor, Muyiwa Adekeye, security agents approached the former governor as he disembarked and tried to take him into custody. El-Rufai reportedly refused to comply without a formal invitation or proper documentation, leading to a tense standoff. During the encounter, the operatives seized his passport from one of his aides. This event comes just 24 hours after El-Rufai had publicly raised the alarm in a BBC Hausa interview, warning that his arrest was imminent following the detention of 4 of his close associates in Kaduna. He had described the political atmosphere as increasingly hostile toward opposition voices and suggested that authorities were closing in on him. If stories of high-stakes political drama and the tensions shaping Nigeria's future keep you engaged, please hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments on what this development signals, and subscribe to the channel so you stay ahead of every twist in these unfolding national events. To fully appreciate the gravity of this moment, it is essential to understand Nasir El-Rufai's journey and the shifting political sands he now walks. A former minister of the Federal Capital Territory and 2-term governor of Kaduna State, El-Rufai built a reputation as a bold, reform-minded administrator known for tough decisions on urban planning, education, and security. His tenure in Kaduna was marked by ambitious projects, but also controversies, including accusations of bias in handling farmer-herder conflicts and criticisms over governance style. After leaving office, he remained a key player in the All Progressives Congress, helping to shape party strategy and supporting Bola Tinubu's 2023 presidential bid. However, relations soured. El-Rufai recently defected to the African Democratic Congress, joining a growing coalition of opposition figures critical of the Tinubu administration. In public statements, he has distanced himself personally from the president, noting philosophical differences on governance and performance. He has spoken openly about being offered a ministerial position but turning away due to concerns over direction and priorities. His recent interviews have painted a picture of a political environment where dissent is increasingly met with pressure, and the detention of his associate appeared to confirm his fears of targeted action. The sequence of events adds layers of intrigue. In the BBC Hausa interview just a day earlier, El-Rufai explicitly stated that 4 people he worked with in Kaduna had been arrested and that it was only a matter of time before authorities came for him. He made it clear he had not yet been detained, but expressed concern about the trajectory of political tolerance in the country. His decision to travel to Cairo shortly afterward, followed by this reported confrontation upon return, has fueled speculation about whether the timing was coincidental or part of a coordinated move. The seizure of his passport in particular raises questions about restrictions on movement and potential travel bans, common tools in high-profile political cases. As of the latest reports, no official statement has come from security agencies or the federal government confirming or denying the incident, leaving the public to weigh the aide's account against the silence from authorities. The implications of this alleged attempt are far-reaching and touch every corner of Nigeria's political and social fabric. Politically, it could signal a hardening stance by the ruling party against prominent defectors and critics ahead of the 2027 general elections. El-Rufai's move to the ADC and his alignment with opposition coalitions have positioned him as a potential rallying point for northern voters disillusioned with the APC. Any perception of persecution could galvanize support for him and the broader opposition, while also serving as a deterrent to other would-be defectors. Socially, the incident risks deepening divisions between the North and the federal center, as well as within the Muslim community and among political elites, where El-Rufai retains significant grassroots loyalty through his Kwankwasia-style movement. Economically, prolonged uncertainty around key northern figures can affect investor confidence and market stability, especially in a region already grappling with insecurity and economic pressures. From a security perspective, the use of airport operatives and passport seizure highlights the intersection of law enforcement and politics, raising questions about due process, the rule of law, and whether such actions strengthen or undermine public trust in institutions. Public reaction has been swift, passionate, and deeply divided. Supporters of El-Rufai, particularly in Kaduna and across the northwest, have expressed outrage on social media, viewing the reported attempt as political victimization and proof of intolerance for opposition. Many have praised his earlier warning as prescient and called for transparency from the government. On the other side, some voices aligned with the ruling party have questioned the narrative, suggesting it could be exaggerated for sympathy or political gain, and emphasizing that no one is above the law if investigations are underway. Civil society groups and legal analysts have urged calm and due process, warning that high-profile cases like this test the maturity of Nigeria's democracy. The absence of an official government response has only amplified speculation and debate. Looking ahead, several scenarios could unfold in the coming days and weeks. If formal charges or an invitation to appear before investigative bodies emerge, the matter could move into the courts, potentially becoming a landmark case on political rights and executive overreach. El-Rufai's team may seek legal redress for the alleged passport seizure, arguing it violates constitutional protections on movement and fair hearing. For the opposition, this incident could serve as a rallying cry, accelerating coalition building and mobilization efforts towards 2027. The federal government, on the other hand, faces the challenge of balancing legitimate security or investigative needs with the optics of targeting a former governor and influential politician. Diplomatic and international observers will likely watch closely, as any perception of selective justice could affect Nigeria's global image. Ultimately, the resolution of this episode may either ease political tensions through transparent processes or deepen mistrust if left unresolved. As we reflect on this latest chapter in Nigeria's ever-evolving political drama, one that blends personal ambition, party loyalty, and institutional power, I encourage you to share your perspective in the comments below. Do you see this as a legitimate security matter or a political maneuver? If this detailed breakdown has helped you make sense of the events and their broader meaning, like the video, subscribe to the channel for ongoing coverage of the stories shaping our nation, and turn on notifications so you are always the first to know when new developments arise. Your support and engagement keep these important conversations alive and accountable.